If you do go on to enjoy today's video, please remember to hit that like button and of course subscribe for more content. And if you need any coins for Ultimate Team to get a head start on the game, head to the link in the description. Use the code TVM for a discount at checkout. What is going on, guys? TVM here. Welcome back to a brand new video, and not the first Team of the Week review that we've done on the channel, but definitely for the new batch. So this is Team of the Week 2. If you missed Team of the Week 1, we only did Luis Suarez because there were quite a few that were decent looking, but they were a little bit on the expensive side. These are a lot more reasonable because the game is out for the majority. It's not out for everyone. I think that's tomorrow. Ones to watch drop tomorrow as well. We don't know the first team. I think there's going to be 2 teams. So James Rodriguez is going to get a ones to watch card, and it will be a central card at that as well. Will he be tomorrow? Will he be next week? We don't know. So there is going to be a sort of an asterisk next to this review, if you will, because I think the ones to watch is the best bet, and that's going to kick us off with the position of this card is a right wing. That is not ideal for the majority of players. Now, for some it might help you because maybe you've got an attacker who plays in the midfield. Maybe you play a 4-3-3, you're happy to stick Rodriguez right wing to start the game and then use a striker in the cam spot that you can move out to the wing in game or something. I don't know, whatever your situation is. But James Rodriguez is not a right winger. That is for damn sure. He's very cheap right now. I obviously paid a little bit more than what he's actually going for right now because I bought him last night. He's got a 4-star skills. He's got medium work rate. Unfortunately, only has the 2-star weak foot. He is left-footed as well, so bear that in mind if you do decide to use him. He's only got 60 acceleration and 56 sprint speed, which for a lot of people will turn them off, and I understand that because in every FIFA that you've ever played, pace has been so important that if you look at that, you're thinking, no, I don't want to go anywhere near it. This year, if you use him as a central midfield player or even as a cam, you can get by with that acceleration and sprint speed. It doesn't matter too much. Obviously, it's nice to have pace, and if you're playing with someone, or playing someone with James Rodriguez who has a great deal of pace, it definitely offsets that of Rodriguez. Now, with that being said, he has insane ball control stats, 92. His dribbling's 88, composure's 89, reaction's 85. The long shots are 94, shot power's 88, finishing's 85, and positioning's 81. Of course, he does have good short passing, 85, and vision, 85, with 93 crossing. I mean, for an 84 rated card, without a Kem Style, that is not bad at all. The team I've got him in, of course, he links to Kabarmin, so we've done that. Got Lo Celso in there. I've got a little Lo Celso review brewing as well, because he does seem to pop up everywhere. We've got Angel Di Maria in there, and of course, Ibrahim Nayan, the other in-form that will be out later today. That guy is quick, and that is what I was talking about, really. James Rodriguez will go into that cam spot, and did, in fact, play in that cam spot in a 4-2-3-1. And him and Ibrahim Nayan, wow. The combination, the collaboration, the link-up play between those two, absolute dream. Give the ball to James, wait for it, bang, there it is. And he's in on goal, and unfortunately, we have composure issues, but we'll talk about that in the Nayan review. So, you'll see an awful lot of these clips. James Rodriguez linking up with Ibrahim Nayan. Now, and of course, the first couple, they don't end in goals, and that's because we start getting used to what James can do, what Nayan can do, and after a while, we start to really carve out a formidable partnership. They are very good together. Now, take out Nayan from the equation and replace him with any striker that you like that has a bit of legs, and you are going to have a lot of fun here because the creativity from James Rodriguez is sensational. His passing is brilliant. I didn't get to cross with him, unfortunately. I did, but not consistently. And that's generally down to the fact that we weren't playing him on the wing. We were playing him central. And of course, if you do play him as a cam, chances are he's going to be closer to that penalty area than maybe you'd like him to be if you were trying to go for a cross. You know, you need him on that left-hand side or the right-hand side to be able to put a cross into the box. So I didn't really get to test that too much. I think I put one cross in, maybe 2, and it was relatively accurate. Of course, you're going to get accurate crossing with someone with 93 crossing. And the left foot that James has, if you can whip that ball in, R1 or RB and cross, And if you can hit it early enough, you are going to cause problems. And again here, the link-up play, I just love it. I really, really like the link-up play between these two players. I was trying to... I had enough points actually for rank 2. I didn't want to go for rank 1 last night in my division. So I was just trying to top up the points, really. Try and get as close to the next division as I possibly could. I didn't think I was going to be able to get promoted. Got very close with this team. And surprisingly as well, because the teams I'm playing against are a lot better than the team that I have. Even though we've got Ibrahim Niang and James Rodriguez, and they're 2 informs, and you look at informs instantly and think, well, that's an advantage to have over someone who doesn't have informs. But if you look at the rest of the team, I'm playing Maiga, who is a Mets CDM in there. He doesn't have any legs. He's not very good, really. So my team is okay, but it's not as good as some of the teams I'm coming up against. And we are giving everyone a run for their money, and it's because these front 2, with the overlapping players, really giving me outlets. But look at this from James, just gets into the area here, gets his shot off, but he's got that strength about him as well. Even though he's only got 66 strength, he has a little bit of height to him. He's got just enough pace to be able to keep people off him, and then when he can play that ball through to Ibrahim and Niang, forget about it. The guy can finish, the guy can run. Big fan of those two together. Now, we are of course going to talk about the negatives, because the stamina on this card is absolutely pants. He has 67 stamina, and okay, whereas I didn't feel like it was as big a deal as maybe I would have done in last FIFA, and maybe it's to do with the fact that we're not playing against crazy defenses just yet. The only special items in packs right now, or even out at all, are Team of the Week cards, and they only get upgraded by 1 or 2 points for the majority. So stamina, even though it's not ideal right now, it's still not great. Not ideal right now, not great, but you can still keep him on for the full 90, because everyone's stamina, generally speaking at least, is quite bad. So it is bad, but it's not as bad as it will be in a month, put it that way. His weak foot is, that's just bad any day of the week. 2-star weak foot, unfortunately, you can't get away from it. You have to play every single ball with the left foot, and because he's not extremely agile or quick, it is a little bit difficult to maneuver onto that left foot sometimes. If he's in a tight spot, you're not going to be able to switch it around and play it with the left. You're going to have to try and play it with the right and hope for the best. 2-star weak foot, not ideal. His position, of course, the right wing, we talked about it. If you can wait for the ones to watch, then he will be a central player. Central midfield player, cam or whatever, but either way, he'll be central. And that, of course, will allow you to play him in his actual position where you plan to play him in game. If this benefits you, and maybe you don't have a particularly good right wing and you're happy to have a more defense-minded player start in that right wing position because you want to play maybe 2 or 3 strikers and you couldn't fit them in before, well, of course this is going to benefit you. And that's kind of where I was coming from to a certain extent, although not really. Over time, I think I probably would be able to find a couple of strikers that I'd want to play as attackers. But James Rodriguez, on this occasion, was having to move back into the midfield from starting on the right. I'd have to play Lo Celso on the right, which is not ideal. So it'll benefit some, but not everyone. But then, of course, go pick up the ones to watch. Hopefully, he gets that ones to watch this Friday, tomorrow, and we don't have to wait another week for it. His speed, of course, is the other downfall to the card. Yes, he's not as slow as you'd think he is, because FIFA 21 doesn't punish pace as much as it has done in previous FIFAs. However, he is definitely slow, and you can feel it. So he can still keep up with a few players. He can still beat a couple of defenders if they don't have any more pace than he does, or maybe he gets the little head start. It's going to take a little bit longer for them to catch him, but he is definitely slow. And holding up the ball in that midfield area, playing the through balls to the strikers or out to the wings is 100% his strength. In terms of Kem Styles, I've put Catalyst at the very top. Do you really want to give him a Catalyst? Well, I've just said he's slow, so realistically, wouldn't you want to increase that pace? I don't think increasing it to 70 acceleration, 66 sprint speed is going to change it so much so that you would benefit from it. I don't really see that there's any need to do that. Something like a Maestro to boost up that shot power, to get the reactions and the dribbling up there tonight into the very high 90s, as well as the passing, I feel would be better. And of course, a Deadeye, if you want to play him not as a striker, but as a cam, and you may be looking to refine the finishing a little bit more, give him a Deadeye, improve the positioning and the finishing, the shot power, but also make that vision and short passing unbeatable. And if you've got players like Ibrahim and Ayan in front of him who have legs for days, then you're going to be laughing. I really like the card. It's very cheap. It's what, between 15 and 19k right now, which is very respectable, given throughout the rest of the day as well that people will be opening rewards, and tomorrow when we have ones to watch and more people will open packs. If he's in ones to watch, of course, he won't be in packs anymore as an inform. However, if he's in the second batch, this guy is going to be extremely cheap by the end of the weekend. If you have enjoyed this player review, do me a favour and hit that like button, subscribe to the channel for new, and until the next time, goodbye.
Join the Betting Rebellion and find out what your football knowledge is really worth.